Runners, the gazelle-like strides of Abdi Bile around this track should have the hometown crowd buzzing with anticipation, for it is here that he has carved out his greatness. His recent success in the World Championships has not changed him, even though he was treated like a king upon his return to Somalia.
I think basically it's just the same, I'm still same Abdi, just for example, I went home and it was, big welcome, and some people were saying, is there some president is coming today, something happening, like that, and say, no, just, normal guy, the guy who won the world championship, Everybody's excited just to see, we won the world champion, it's great, and that is, the good thing to see, the social change, how people just change in a short time, and that is a great thing to happen and to see.
Unable to speak any English upon his arrival to the United States in 1983, the senior undergraduate at George Mason University credits his coach and close friend, West German-bred John Cook, for his culturalization, inspiration, and success.
John Cook is very important or a special person to me, and we have a good relationship. We are friends more than just coach and athlete. We trust each other, we like each other, we communicate well. I don't know, that we do our best. I have been here almost 5 years, and since I have been here, I and Coach Cook, we never had any complaints, we never had any problems, even one single, minute, A lot of athletes, they think, the coach has to be there all the time, day and night, tell them, do 300 or train this way, or, So Coach Cook is, I'm very thankful.
A good-looking young man and quite a competitor, the reigning world champion, Abdi Bile, out of the Tiger Track Club. The world record in the mile, 3 minutes, 49.78, set by Eamon Coughlin, out of Ireland, out of Villanova, another of Jumbo Elliott's graduates at the Wildcats of Villanova. And now let's join our PA announcer, Bob Hirsch, for the introduction of the premier event, the men's mile.
Our national outdoor 1,500-meter champion, bronze medalist in the World Championships, Jim Spivey. And number 162, last year he won the NCAA championships at 1,500 meters for George Mason University and went on to win the gold medal at the World Championships in Rome. This is Abdi Bile.
Marty, you were in so many competitions running the mile. What goes through your mind at this moment as we look at the competitors now? What are you thinking?
Well, subconsciously, you're always wondering if you're going to be able to give a supreme effort every time. There's always that unknown. And a guy like Bile, he's got a lot of pressure. This is his home track. A lot of people are coming to see the world champion, but he knows he's far from that form. He'd like to do well, but if he wants to win in Seoul, he can't be in great shape. So there's always that tearing at you. And right now, you've got Jim Spivey, who was third in those world championships. He's in the race, but he knows he's not near top form. So the toughest part is to go into it with an attitude of, I'm going to do my best, but I know that people will beat me who I really shouldn't lose to. And you have to learn to work through that kind of disappointment. Right now, Jim Mckeon in second place is a guy who could win this race if he's been training specifically for it.
And our leader out of George Mason Track Club, the Rabbit, Ali Mohamed, number 161. There he is, Jim Mckeon, formerly out of the University of Richmond and Athletics West, as Marty pointed out, in the second spot, running very comfortably. The third spot, a Kenyan from Mount St. Mary's, Charles Cheruiyot, won the collegiate mile at the Millrose Games in a time of 3:57.95.
Unofficially, the first quarter, not real fast. I have 60 seconds from 1 clock, and that's not fast enough to do anything. Abdi Bile has dropped back to last place, running in the second lane in red. so he's obviously not going for a fast time. And right now, it's anybody's race. Steve Scott is at the back of the pack there. Great shot of Scott right with Bile. And this is probably a little bit disappointing. The crowd sitting on their hands right now as some of the great milers have dropped to the back of the pack, and the unknowns are leading the race right now. One thing Bile is able to do is sprint very fast at the end of the race. He won the World Championships by running the last 800 meters in 1:46. Extremely fast time. So he could still win this race with a kick. 2 minutes past the 800-meter point. They're running a 4-minute mile, but I don't think that's what most people came in here expecting. They expected something probably in the 3:56 range.
Marty, Peter Elliott out of Great Britain, number 170, has just taken over the third spot. He finished second to Marcus O'Sullivan at last week's Millrose Games again last night. A surprise silver medalist in the 800 at last year's World Championships in Rome. So the third spot right now belongs to Peter Elliott. The Rabbit has fallen way back into the pack, and the leader, Charles Cheruiyot out of Kenya.
And we're going to see some fireworks in the last lap and a half, because Elliott is an 800-meter runner, second in the World Championships at that shorter distance. Jim Spivey's up there. He's got a great kick. Bile has a good kick. So there's going to be some real fast times over the last lap, and the artistry will be to watch how Bile moves through the crowd and Peter Elliott. It's all tactics right now. You can't get tied up on a slower runner once the break is made.
All right, around that turn with 1.5 laps to go, in the red, currently in the fourth spot, that is Abdi Bile moving up, putting more pressure on Peter Rono and Charles Cheruiyot. Abdi Bile in the third spot.
Sean O'Neill of Villanova has now moved into fourth right behind Bile, and he's got some momentum. That's him in the red shorts, white top. He's going to try and keep moving up, but here comes Bile. Masterful tactics. Watch the action on the backstretch. Peter Elliott, Abdi Bile, and Sean O'Neill of Ireland.
There he goes, the hometown favorite.
Elliott checking over his shoulder to see if he could move out and make another go at him, but Abdi Bile seems to be gone for good.
Just exhaust to the rest of the field. Abdi Bile, the winner of the men's mile. Peter Elliott of Great Britain finished up third. Sean O'Neill out of Villanova in Ireland in the New York Athletic Club had a very, very good race.
56.8 for the last 400 meters. Fairly quick, and Abdi Bile ran a masterful race, tactically moving through the crowd in the middle part of the race and then springing his kick down the backstretch. And he is reportedly not anywhere near top shape, so we realize what a tremendous talent this man is. 3:59 or so the winning time. Nothing to get excited about at this point, but it's the way that he handled himself in traffic that says that this is one man who has both the brains and the brawn to keep on winning.